Hello, it's me, and I'm playing CTR Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Crash Bandicoot has fallen asleep, so I better get on with it. So this game is out now, and I've been playing it quite a bit. Wow, I didn't realise I was doing that well. So this is not a video that I'm going to put much effort into, I've got to be honest. I really don't have a lot of time to make any videos. I really don't have any time to be playing this game either, but I really wanted to, so I am, and I'm going to suffer the consequences. If you're not aware of my situation, I am boarding a plane to Australia at time of recording, about 49 hours time, and I'm moving there, and I'm going to be living there for the next 2 years. And I haven't really done as much packing as I should have done. The problem is, I want to take my PS4, obviously, but my plan is to put it in a suitcase and protect it with a lot of clothes and stuff to make sure it's nice and padded. Problem with that is it means that my PS4 is sort of quite a central part of my luggage plans, and that means there's not a lot I can do until it's packed away. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I really should make this quick and then get on with the packing. Anyway, this is Nitro Fueled. I've been playing it quite a lot, you can probably tell, because I've unlocked some cool shit. I think it said I was at 92%, so this is adventure mode. I've got one gold relic, I believe, which is Coco Park. Everything else is sapphire. I've got all of the blue, red, yellow and green CTR tokens. I've done the 4 gem races corresponding to those tokens. The only thing I've got to do in the adventure now is get the purple tokens and then do that gem cup, which I think will unlock Fake Crash, and then race Oxide again, and that is me done 100%. I'm not going to try and get all the gold or platinum relics, but yeah, I've made a lot of progress. So this game actually only came out at midnight this morning here. I've been playing it for longer than that, not because I got an early copy or anything, but because the thing I'm doing, moving to Australia, it means I've got an Australian bank account and an Australian address. So I realised yesterday I could really quite easily buy the game through the Australian store instead and play it early. So I did a bit of jiggery pokery, and I mean I'd already beaten Oxide the first time several hours before the game came out in this country, so I'm quite happy with that. It meant I got to spend a lot more time with this game than I thought I would, which is nice. So yeah, Turbo Track is the only relic I am yet to collect, after which I will be able to race Oxide again. There he is. But in order to do that, I've got to get the rest of the tokens, and I hate those crystal challenges, so I'm going to leave them to last. What else have I done with this game? Well, I've played all of the Nitro Kart tracks. I've had a look at those, and I'm quite happy with what they've done with them. Online is a different issue. We can talk about that in a bit. The pit stop as well. Oh god, this is controversial, isn't it? Look at how much limited choice I have. But I feel like I should actually do some racing, shouldn't I? So I want to do some Nitro Kart stuff, because I like Crash Nitro Kart a lot. I've done the Velo Cup. Let's see what else we got. Let's do the Aku Cup, Android Alley, Tiny Temple, Thunderstruck and Barren Ruins. Very nice. I'm going to play in mirror mode because it's an option and I think it's wicked. Who should I play as? Well, the one I was using in adventure... Why is Crash always asleep? In adventure mode, I was using Dingodile in his beach form, and I had a couple of stripes on the cart as well. I think I might change it up for this. I should probably use someone I haven't used yet. So I used Penta for quite a lot of the adventure mode. I did like one race with Crash just because he's the star. I actually did a couple with Papu Papu. My preference is, if you haven't realised it from my fondness of Dingodile, I like the advanced class characters. I think they suit me the best, so Papu Papu is included in that. But I should probably try someone else. Oh, Crunch as well. I like Crunch. I got the Oxide edition, so I got Crunch, I got Zem and Zam. I'm going to use... Fuck it, I'm going to use Zem. If I'm going to play a Nitro Kart Cup, I'm going to use Zem. So, I will change the cart. Oh, I like this Oxide cart, but I'm going to use the Hovercraft because I paid extra to unlock it early, didn't I? So I might as well. Let's go. So, Crash Team Racing. This game it's a weird one for me. My history with Crash Team Racing is not, it's not like the other games. I don't know how, but for some reason I never bought a copy of Crash Team Racing when I was a youth playing these games. I should say, I don't expect much. I love how the question marks are mirrored as well. Don't expect much in the way of racing skills if I'm talking at the same time. I'm really bad at walking and talking, or driving and talking. So Crash Team Racing, I have talked about all this stuff before, but just to give you a brief overview, Crash Team Racing might be the first Crash Bandicoot game I ever played. I don't really remember, but it wasn't my copy. I used to play it with a group of other people, and I have very vivid memories. I think they may be the earliest memory. That jump is much easier in this game than in Nitro Kart, by the way. They're like the earliest memories I have of Crash Bandicoot, and of PlayStation, and of console gaming in general. And I'm talking about Papu Pyramid. The plants... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. The plants on Papu Pyramid, I remember them eating me when I was 5 or 6 years old, and the trauma has stuck with me ever since. Fuck you, big train. And like, I don't know, for some reason Nitro Kart was the one that I played more. I mean, the reason is that I had a copy of Crash Nitro Kart growing up, and I didn't have Crash Team Racing. I guess I just thought, like, Nitro Kart was, I don't want to say better, because people will hurt me if I suggest that Crash Nitro Kart is better than Crash Team Racing, but to me, as a small child, it seemed like there were two games that did pretty much the same thing. One of them was on a newer console and it looked nicer, therefore that was the one I should play. So Crash Nitro Kart is the one I've played more of over the years. However, I only played it to 100% for the first time like a couple of weeks ago. Crash Team Racing I have played to 100% in the past. Because even though I never owned my own physical copy, I have since played it a lot on the digital version from the PlayStation Store. No emulators here, I have paid for it. So back in the day when I used to play it on my PSP, I did it to 100% a couple of times. But I don't know why with Nitro Kart. I guess because I was younger when I used to play it, I never fancied going all the way with it. But I thought in preparation for this game, I should do it. So a couple of weeks ago, I just spent some time. I played through the whole thing with Crunch because you know I like speed characters. I shouldn't have driven into that. And then I played again as Tiny to get both teams. Apart from the crystal challenges where I think I used Crash just because of the better turning. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. So I played Crash Nitro Kart to 100% twice, and then I also did all of the time trials to get the entropy character as well, and I did like the 50 boosts with both teams to get the other secret characters. So I'm happy that I got that out of the way. I feel a bit more justified playing as Zem now because I have actually unlocked him in his original game. So I really like what they did with the Nitro Kart tracks in this game. I think the fact that this was a remake of Crash Team Racing rather than Crash Nitro Kart, it seems like they felt like they had a bit more freedom with the way these tracks were designed. I mean, for the most part, the layouts and everything are the same, but I'm talking about the aesthetics. Like stuff like Thunderstruck is one that really stood out to me as something that they've changed a lot to help to differentiate it from a similar track in this game, because obviously CNK is a blatant rip-off of CTR. I don't think that was ever a secret, but you know, they did a good job of changing up the tracks that were similar to make them a bit more original, and I really like it. I'm glad they didn't try to like retcon all of the Nitro Kart tracks to being on Earth or anything like that. Like, it's still all very alien. It's still... I love how they didn't even attempt to explain anything about the canon. Like, Crunch is in this game. Fuck it, why not? Zem and Zam are here. Of course they are. Entrance, where did he come from? He wasn't in the Insane Trilogy, but who cares? Everyone is here, and it's fantastic. So, yeah, like, I do kind of wish they'd kept with the anti-gravity sections, because those were a really cool element of Nitro Kart. And like, the argument I've seen a lot is that it wouldn't fit with the gameplay style of a Crash Team Racing. Like, there's no... They don't want to be inconsistent, right? They don't want to put something in some tracks that isn't in others. Do you see what I'm trying to say? That's the argument I've heard. But then they still kept like the switch crates, like the one I just went past there, and I'm pretty sure none of those existed in Crash Team Racing. So I don't know. It would have been nice, but I think they've done a really good job with what they've done. So overall, bearing in mind I've only been playing this since yesterday, I think this is a really solid remake. I really like it quite a lot, actually. When the Insane Trilogy first came out, I was very much in the skeptical camp about more remakes. I thought we needed a new game as soon as possible. I thought it's nice that they've done these remakes to bring Crash back to the masses, but now I want something new, I want something original. I don't want to keep pumping out remake after remake and delaying. Here we go, Thunderstruck. I like this track a lot. More and more remakes I thought would just keep delaying the eventual new game that I've been waiting for since I first saw the designs for Crash of the Titans and realised that I wasn't on board with them. But you know what? I'm glad they did this. I think when it was first announced that they were remaking Crash Team Racing, I thought, I'm not that interested, I've got to be honest, because like I said, Crash Team Racing wasn't one of the Crash games that I played a lot growing up. I didn't own my own version of it, so it wasn't that often that I ever played it. But when they announced that these tracks, the Nitro Kart tracks, were going to be included as well, that's sort of when I started to get a bit more interested in it. You know, these, oh, look at that sky, it's beautiful. These are the tracks that I remember growing up. And these memorable characters like Zen, I can't believe is back. I'm using the old school music, by the way. I don't know if you can hear it over my rambling. Legacy music, and I've even turned the sound and voices down just so I can hear it, because I did start off with the new music, but I thought, oops, I nearly hit that. I think I just prefer the originals. I mean, I wouldn't have gone to all the trouble of trying to put the original music into the Insane Trilogy if I preferred the new stuff. But actually, while I'm talking about music, one thing, I think they did a really good job of adding like extra options. Like I've turned on skip intro cutscenes, so you jump straight into the race when you load a race, stuff like that. And they've got subtitles for the cutscenes if you want them. They've really, it's not just like a bare bones remake. They have added in some new features which are much appreciated. But one thing, I'm spending a lot of time building up to this, one thing that I wish they gave us an option for is to stop the music from speeding up on the third lap. Because I love the music in this game, but it's very rare that I get to hear like an entire track while I'm driving around the track, because it restarts after the second lap, and then it's such a small nitpick, but that's just one of the features I think would have been a nice touch. Just let us listen to the music without interrupting it with a faster version of itself. Anyway, these are all very minor gripes. Can you tell that this is a rushed video that I've had no time to think about or prepare for? But yeah, I think, especially with all the extra characters and shit that are going to come with the Grand Prix, I'm quite excited to see where this game goes in the future. I'm very excited to see some new tracks and some stuff from Tag Team Racing. That's all really cool. Tag Team Racing's a pretty good game as well. Not for the racing, just everything else is fun. I've been playing that a bit recently as well, and I have spent more time in the bowling alley than on the racetrack, but I'm still having fun with it. So I think they confirmed the Tag Team Racing characters are going to be in this eventually in a Grand Prix, so that'll be nice. No Velo mask, which is a shame, but as I saw someone pointed out that if they did put a Velo mask in the game, because you could play as any character, they would have to like have dialogue for the whole of the adventure mode, like with other characters when you have Aku Aku or Uka Uka turn up and talk to you. They'd have to do that with Velo as well, and it would be a lot of extra work, so I can understand they would want to leave it out. Something fun that I realised when I was playing with Penta, contrary to what I had heard from wherever I read about it, I thought that what they'd done with this game was just the same as the broken version in the original Crash Team Racing, where he would, if you collected a mask, the icon would be, I think, Aku Aku, and then when you activated it would actually be Uka Uka. It might be the other way around. And someone said that's what they've done with this game, but that's not what they've done. If you play the adventure mode with Penta, then it seems to be completely random whether you get whether you get to speak to Aku Aku or Uka Uka, and it's the same in races as well. I don't think it just alternates, it does seem to be completely random. Sometimes you'll get Aku Aku, sometimes you'll get Uka Uka. I just love it. It's so stupid and it's fantastic. I believe Penta is necessary to get the trophy for unlocking all the original characters. And I don't know how I feel about cheat code being necessary for a trophy, but I mean, I'm glad he's in it. Why didn't I... Oh. I don't know why I couldn't make that jump. Because I'm terrible and I'm talking and that's what happens. So that's... I did it. I won the Gem Cup. That was medium difficulty. I think I want to try something on hard difficulty now because, I mean, I've heard that hard is really hard, but I'm a massive noob, and even while I'm talking the whole time, I still managed to win that whole tournament pretty easily on medium. So I'm going to try a hard one next, I think. Let's have a look at Zen first. Oh, here he is. Fantastic. What great characterization. I do like the look of his punk skin, though. I think that's quite cool. Talking of skins, shall we have a look at the pit stop? So I bought the... Hang on. I bought the summer something pack, which is where I got this beach dingo dial, who I think is awesome. And that also got me Entrance and Lifesaver Entrance, who is just adorable. And that pack, I think I also got a few stickers and things that I don't care about. But that cost me, I believe, 7,200 coins. So when I spent all that and I went back down to 0, and then you can see in the top I've earned another 2,376 since then, which means in total, since I started playing the game less than 24 hours ago, I have earned almost 10,000 coins, about 9,500. So I do think this is a really, really, really horrible system. I hate that you can't just see everything. I mean, I think it'd be alright if there was like special offers on some things, but you could still see everything else if you wanted to buy something different. But just to be limited to these 8 things and have to wait until tomorrow to see what else is available is a bit shit. But you do earn coins quite quickly. It doesn't feel like it while you're racing because you only get, I think, a maximum of 80 if it's times by 4. That's the highest I've seen for winning a single offline race. You can get quite a lot more online, but that's a different issue. So it doesn't feel like you're earning them that quickly, but you know, you do all the relics, you do a few gem cups, and they do start to rack up. So I don't think it's as bad as I was expecting, but I still wish you could see everything at once. And also, I think the fact that the way the Grand Prix are going to work is like a seasonal thing. Like, you have to wait until the season starts before you can get the stuff that you want, and then you have to do all these challenges to unlock them, and if you miss them, you've got to buy them through the pit stop. I think having to wait for those characters and things in the first place is enough of a wait. You know, we don't need to be waiting on here as well, if you see what I mean. I don't actually fully understand how this works yet, because when I started playing this yesterday, the store was different. There were different options here. There was Geary instead of Nash. There was some other costumes and things. And I really wanted to get the beach one with Dingo Dial and Entrance, which was 7,200, but I didn't quite manage to collect enough coins before the time ran out, which was 1 AM here for some reason. So I thought I might have to wait for like another 2 weeks before I got the opportunity to buy those things again. But even after the time ticked over and the store changed, this option on the left was still that summer pack. Everything else changed, but this one stayed as Dingodile, the Beach Dingodile, and Entrance. So I don't actually know if this one is like fixed and it will only change if you buy what's there currently, or if it's a completely random cycle. I don't know. I don't understand how it works, but I'm torn at the moment, because if that is the case and Fairy Tale is going to stay here after today, then I don't mind spending some money on some other stuff, because I really want to get Nash. He's my favourite of the Nitro Kart bosses. And I also want to get some nice flashy wheels, because I don't have any like that yet. But I really want to get this Fairy Tale thing as well. I tweeted a GIF of Coco doing this animation, and it's already my most popular tweet of all time by some margin. So I think this is a fantastic piece of animation, and I really want to get Princess Coco. But also, look at him. Oh god, what do I do? Because if I don't buy Nash today, I might not get another chance to do it for a long time. Here's a nice tag team reference. I haven't bought any carts yet, because the only thing I bought was that Dingodile thing. I don't want to buy this. The only Crash costume I'm interested in buying is the biker, which I believe is coming at some point, but not yet, so I don't care about that. Oh, fuck it. Fuck it. I want to play as Nash. Okay. Oh, look at that. So these change as well. It's not like the option to buy something just disappears until tomorrow. These do update as well. That's interesting. Maybe it is completely random and it's just a coincidence that this one didn't change. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to race as Nash on the Uka Cup. Should I try hard? Oh, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Okay, where is he? Where's Nash? Oh, there he is. What skins does he have? Orca. Mahi. I don't know what that is, but it looks fucking sick. I'm not a fan of the recolours in general. Oh, that's good. But some of them are okay. When they actually look like something, it's not just fucking Cortex with blue skin, then I can appreciate it. Like, that is funny. Let's see what other carts I've got. So, these are all tag team carts, aren't they? This is Nina's, I believe. This is Cortex's. Oh, that's cool. I've been using the Oxide one mostly because I think it looks cool. But let's go something different. Team Cortex. I'm using Team Cortex colours, aren't I? Ooh, what's this? I didn't realise I'd unlocked stuff for this. Spiderweb. Wow. Yeah! See, I want to get some of these glowing wheels, the electrons, but I haven't seen them in the thing yet. I guess oh no, these are just, yeah, okay, never mind. Let's just go with Oxide. Why not have green wheels and black? Oh, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. See what stickers I've got. I don't know where these actually go on this. Oh, just on, okay. I think it probably looked better with nothing. Although I've got sharks, I should probably pick the sharks. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. I didn't even notice what category Nash is in, actually. He's not very big, so he's not going to be advanced. and that's the only one I really like to use. So this will be good. I'm playing hard mode with a character I don't know anything about. But you know what? I've been waiting since I was like 9 years old when Crash Nitro Kart came out to play as Nash, so I'm gonna fucking enjoy it. I would hazard a guess from my initial first impression of playing as him that he might be acceleration, because he seems to accelerate quite well. But oh god, I'm not used to this handling. I need to remember this is mirror mode. And I need to not put down... I have a really bad habit of taking shortcuts and like dropping a nitro crate on them. And I'm the only person who uses the shortcuts when I'm playing against the computer, so it doesn't really benefit me in any way. Right, I think if I'm going to play hard mode, I would have been better off with someone I've actually got experience with playing with. But no matter, my kart looks sick as fuck, so I'm happy with it. See, I didn't put the TNT down on the shortcut. I did immediately drive into another hazard, but I'm doing okay. I mean, third's alright. See if I can improve it. You know, I think mirror mode isn't as confusing as I was expecting it to be. It's actually quite easy to adapt, which is awesome. The only experience of... Come on, fuck you, fuck you. Okay, second, alright, that's okay. The only experience I have of playing a kart racer with mirrored tracks is Lego Racers, which is another kart racer that came out in 1999, and I did actually spend a lot of my childhood playing that one. And in that game's story mode, if you could call it that, they managed to double the length of it by just taking all of the tracks from the first 3 worlds and mirroring them, that's quite a difficult word to say, to create 3 more worlds afterwards, which is such a cheap, dirty trick to double the size of your game. But it means I am kind of used to playing as tracks in... oh, this is different. I forgot about that. You kind of get used to just going the other way to what you've learned, and it's not too bad. I think you can play mirror mode on any kind of race, like apart from adventure, so oops. So I guess you can do it with the like relic races or token races, things like that, if you play them outside of the adventure for some reason. I mean, I like that they included the... they've got token races and relic races for all of the Nitro Kart tracks, which I think is cool. Although I'm not sure about Hyperspaceway. Is there a token race for that? Because there wasn't in Nitro Kart. But I really like that they went to the effort of doing that. And as far as I know, I've only looked at one of them just to see what it was like, Inferno Island. And it seems to be the same as the CNK race in CNK and the relic race. Obviously some tracks are a little bit different, so they might have had to change where some of the tokens are, but I think it's really cool that they did that. I had no idea they were going to do that until I saw it in the game. But I don't know why you would want to play the Crash Team Racing tracks in those modes outside of the adventure. But you can if you want, and it's nice to have the option. But yeah, you can do mirrored mode in those, which I think is cool. Oh dear. God. That's brutal, that time power up. The clock. I remembered to cut the corner. I'm trying to concentrate now because this is actually challenging now that I'm playing on hard with not a speed character. So I'm trying to concentrate. I would like to win this gem cup. This, not a gem cup, but this thing that I'm doing, but I don't think I will. Oh, I'm tied for first, and it's given me first, so that's alright. Fake Crash and, was it Little Norm, I think, are my rivals at the moment. So I'm gonna fuck them up. So, shall we talk about online? That seems like a thing that I should address. So, I have played online a bit when I can, and it hasn't been the smoothest experience of online gaming that I've ever had. I need to... God, this is so confusing, everything's reversed. I need to adapt. Pretend I'm looking in the mirror. Where's the... No, it's not yet. Here? No. Where's the... Oh, God. I think I missed the cut the corner section. But yeah, I played a bit of online yesterday while the servers were still very new and clearly quite untested. I had a few races and I mean, I think I won them. It's hard to tell because no one else was moving, and sometimes someone would just appear on top of you for a couple of frames and then disappear. I don't really know what was going on, but I mean, I got a lot of coins out of it. I got like 500 coins from coming first in one race, but yeah, it didn't feel like I was racing anyone. And I've tried a few more times today. I saw that Beanox tweeted something. They said they were looking into it, they were going to fix it. Where's that? I swear they've taken a... Oh, there's the thing you can jump over. It feels like they've taken a chunk out of this race. I don't know. I know this bit's all different, but I think this is pretty cool actually. If they had to replace the giant iconic clock with something else, then I think this is a pretty nice addition to the track. Anyway, they said they were going to try and fix it somehow. Where are the worms in this level? That's the one thing I don't understand. Where are the worms? Those are iconic too. And if Papu's Pyramid can keep the plants, then why can't this one keep the worms? Anyway, apparently online's going to be improved. I don't know if I believe that, because every time I've tried to connect today, either everyone has just left the lobby and no one else has ever appeared, or the game has like soft locked, which it wasn't doing last night. It just freezes and I have to close it and restart. Is this it? No, God. This section in particular, here it is, but I'm not going to make it. I tried. For some reason, the start of this track is really messing with me now that it's mirrored. I don't know why. I haven't had a problem with anything else, but oh well. I don't think I'm gonna win this this cup, but it's the taking part that counts, isn't it? So I have yet to experience what online is like now. I might have a look after this just to see if it's any better. Something I probably should say, because people have been asking me about it since this game was announced, is am I gonna be doing to it what I've done to the Insane Trilogy? The answer is I'd like to. I wasn't sure until the file started to get leaked. Wow, I actually lost. I came dead last, all because I couldn't jump over a fence. I'm still in it. I'm second overall. Yeah, I wasn't sure until those files started appearing out on the internet whether this was actually an alchemy game, because I'd heard conflicting reports about it. A lot of people said it was Unreal for some reason. I think what's actually happened is they're going to be moving to Unreal after this. This is the send-off for Alchemy, which feels nice because like it started with Nitro Kart, so at least Vicarious Visions version of it, so that's cool. But yes, I've had a look at some of the files, and yeah, this game is very, very similar to the Insane Trilogy, and there's a lot of stuff that I definitely want to try. The only hurdle there is that it's not out on PC, which makes things a bit more complicated, but I have been saying for a long time I am interested in PS4 modding. It's just that it hasn't been a very convenient time for me to get into it, what with having to move to the other side of the world and therefore not lumber myself with lots of new consoles and such. But you know, I'll see what happens. I'll keep you posted. But for now, I just want to enjoy this game for what it is, which is a game, because I haven't done that with the Insane Trilogy for a long time. And even now, it's hard for me to play this without thinking about how it all fits together and how I'm gonna take it apart at some point and stitch it back together in a different way. I've definitely seen some stuff that I'm very interested in messing with, but we'll see what happens. Right now, what I should be doing is focusing on this race, because I am not going to get first place driving like this. Oh fuck. I really love the aesthetics of this track. I wasn't sure about when I first saw it. I thought it looked a bit plain, like it didn't look like a futuristic city like it used to, but oh, it does look fantastic now that I'm playing it. It looks like Wipeout, which is great. We're obviously not going to get a new Wipeout game anytime soon, so this will have to do. And it's so good. Oops. Especially that classic music. Most of the new tracks I haven't heard because I wasn't that into what I heard, so I just thought I'd try it with the legacy music instead. And even though Crash Team Racing music isn't pre-console, it still sounds pretty good. And fuck. The one disappointment I have with the music, apart from that thing I was ranting on about where it doesn't let you prevent it from speeding up, is that there's no, as far as I can tell, there's nowhere in the game where they've used the CNK title music, which is really sad because it's one of the best themes in the whole Crash Bandicoot series, IMO, and it's criminal that they've left it out. Maybe it'll appear somewhere, maybe it'll have something to do with fake Velo, we'll see. We shall see. Come on. I love that there's just no explanation for who these characters are or where they came from or anything. It's fantastic. You know, before the Insane Trilogy came out, I said something like, it'd be really cool, but I know it'll never ever ever happen in a million years, if they did something like put a little model of a Tikimon head in the background of Jungle Rollers or something like that. Because I thought even a really oh shit, what happened there? My car just broke. Even like a really subtle reference like that most people wouldn't even notice would be a nice I need to stop breaking. It would be nice, but I thought they wanted like the cleanest possible of clean slates, and they would never reference anything that wasn't strictly Naughty Dog. And now look at this game. Look at this. Fucking Nash the Shark. Oh. And it's not like they just stopped with the racing games, is it? Like, There's so much love for the whole series. There's references to Crash of the Titans. There's the fucking dragon from Wizards and Lizards in Wrath of Cortex in one of these levels. There's a stained glass window of Cortex dressed as Coco. It's fucking fantastic. It's such a beautiful love letter to the whole series, and I hope it makes Naughty Dog purist fanboys cry because of how much love there is for the whole thing. Well, I'm on the podium, and both Crash and Nash have fallen asleep, and little Norm is just having a good time. So I think I've talked about this game. I've talked about the games that are part of it. I've talked about a bit about the pit stop. Oh, you know, I'm not far off getting Crunk, am I? But I really want to get Princess Coco. I think I'm going to have one more attempt at online, and then it might be time for me to start actually packing, because I've got places to be. I'd really like to get an online race in. Matchmaking. Go to lobby. We'll see. I want to see what kind of... Oh yeah, he is acceleration. Okay, I thought as much. I really like this green and black car I've got. I'm going to switch back to Dingodile. It looks like someone's actually joined, which is nice. They will probably leave before the race starts, because that's what seems to happen. But at least the game hasn't crashed. Okay, what are we voting for? Ruse Tubes? What are you talking about? I want to play Thunderstruck. I like Thunderstruck, and I don't care who knows it. British Alcoholic has left your game. That's alright, because... I mean, I don't want to make a joke about it, but I do have a bottle of vodka on my desk right in front of me. Rouge Tubes, okay. It's only a small bottle, and it was a present, so it's okay. What the hell is that? I've just noticed that character between Retro Crash and Pinstripe. Pinstripe's just turned into another Crash, but holy shit. I've seen that a few times. It looks like something that I've done a few times in the Insane trilogy, where a character is using completely the wrong skeleton. And it's happened a few times in this. I don't know if it's like, if you switch from one character to another, the skeleton doesn't always update properly. I don't know what the problem actually is, but it's terrifying. Okay. Well, this is my first time actually getting into an online race since last night, so we'll see if it's any better than my last experience. Got to wait for everyone to watch the cutscene, I guess. Look at that! He's still... Is that a glitch, or is that an actual... I don't even know what I'm looking at. What the fuck is that? Deanie Dino 7, what the hell are you? Oh shit. It's a bit glitchy, but people are moving. Okay. This is looking a bit better. Let's see what we can do. What the hell did I just get squashed by? Okay, well maybe it's not quite as... There is a glitch I've experienced a few times now where if you drive into a TNT, it doesn't always explode, and sometimes it just gets stuck to your head. Sometimes it actually replaces your head, and while that happens you can't use any other power-ups. I just managed to avoid a couple of TNTs there. It seemed like I almost phased through them. Who's in first? Coco. God damn. I think the people who've actually played these games before have started to play this game now, because when I was playing last night... Is Dingodile's head supposed to stick out the top of that bubble like that? When I was playing last night, I was like almost lapping people, because... I mean, it's hard to tell when they're actually moving, but That's what it seemed like, because no one else was really racing properly. But this race has got some people who've played this game before. Jesus, Coco's finished already. That is impressive. Shout out to whoever's playing as Coco, because that is nice work and much better than I've done. It seemed like there was a crash just parked at the side of the road there. Dingo Dar's so upset with himself, but it's alright, man. We still came second. Oh, look how good that kart looks. I really like that green and black. I think it goes well with his costume. 180. That's not bad. I think I'm going to stop the video now and play a couple more online races while I'm still connected. So thanks for listening to me rant on about this. I just wanted to make a video about this game because it's nice. I like it. I don't like some parts of it, but I like more parts than I dislike. So I'm going to keep playing it for now. And next time I speak to you, I will hopefully be in Australia. See ya.